For the collective I'm channeling this message for, there is an abundance, there's an expansiveness that is welling up deep within you, okay? And it's only a matter of time before it overflows and everyone gets to see this light of who you truly are, okay? And you always had this inkling, you always had this inner knowing that there's so much more for you reserved in this lifetime. And now the time has come. What is up, you guys? My name is Somi, and this is Her Invisible Prowess. Thank you so much for tuning in today's collective tarot reading. Today's reading, we're definitely going to be focusing in on Lionsgate 888 portal, okay? And later on in this video, I'm going to be showing you step by step with clear examples how to manifest your most bold, wildest, expansive timelines into your reality, okay? And let's get started in today's video. All right, let's pull some oracle cards to see what themes are coming through. We have Take Charge. Don't wait for the stars to align. Reach up and arrange them the way that you want. Now, some people, before they make the most biggest, boldest change ever, they wait on the right time. They wait on the right circumstances. They wait on the right people to come into their life, etc., etc. But the longer that you wait, the more you give up your power to create that change, okay? The more that you kind of give into that victim mentality that nothing is in your control, that you have no control whatsoever, and where will that leave you, right? And when you operate the way that you've been living life from this point of view, from this point of mindset mentality, what change can you seriously make? No matter how much consciously you want X, Y, and Z, the subconscious actually has much more greater control than you realize, okay? If you have this mentality of fear of change, fear of failure, fear of success, fear of being seen as too much, undeservingness, unworthiness, and things like this, then what change can you seriously achieve, right? And we have the next card here, the Moon. Take time to reflect. This is your personal invitation to do a major life audit, okay? To do a major life reset from that audit, okay? And we're gonna be diving more so in depth later on in this video, okay? And we have the next card here, Evolve. The cosmic potential flows through you. If you're not already on the pathway to grow, to expand and evolve, you know, in the animal kingdom, it's called the survival of the fittest. Those who evolve, those who grow, those who expand, those who adapt are the only ones that are guaranteed to survive or have the best possible chance to survive, to make more descendants, to make future generations, so on and so forth, okay? And it's kind of the same thing here when you take a look at human life, okay? If you're not growing, if you're evolving, then what are you doing, okay? We have trust here. The light in you cannot be dimmed. Some of you, okay, you do have a fear of unworthiness, fear of inadequacy, and that shows up in your friendships, that shows up in your relationships. If you are someone who has been in back-to-back-to-back situationship after so on and so forth, and it's always breeding the same story of toxicity, of unmutualness, this resentment, the disrespectfulness, so on and so forth, then you are dimming your light. You are dimming how much you are worthy of. You are dimming how deserving you are of good things and positive things. But as long as you do not make the subconscious conscious, you will keep replaying this program. You will keep replaying the same story over and over again through different people, okay? And I'm sure for everyone that has had this history, it's very, very burdensome. There's a lot of time wasted in that. There's a lot of energy and focus that could have been channeled through something much more productive in your life and focusing on yourself instead, okay? We have the Sun. You are meant to rise, okay? You're meant to claim the spotlight. When I think of the Sun, I also think of someone who defy all odds, okay? No matter what life has thrown at you. Maybe it could be your background, maybe it could be the status of your family, whatever country that may be. And when I think of the Sun, I think of someone who has succeeded anyway, defying all odds, even though statistically speaking, you know, whatever cards they may be handed from early on in life, their childhood, their family, their level of status, things like this, you may be someone who's kind of like Yeah, the one that defies all the odds, okay? You are the generational curse breaker. You will be the one, the first millionaire in your family, okay? And let's see what else we have here. No more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never truly spiritual. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choice and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Maybe you are someone who doesn't believe that they have any control in their personal life and therefore your personal reality, okay? You're giving up way too much of your power by complaining, okay? And these complaints inherently become your affirmations. Whatever you think form your words, and your words form also your personality, and your personality forms your personal reality, okay? And therefore your life. So definitely keep that in mind. Definitely pay attention to the dialogue that's in your mind, okay? We have here also, detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people whom you're spending your time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Maybe you are someone who have a certain group of people that you're surrounding yourself the most to, okay? And these people, they like to complain a lot. They like to tell you the same story over and over again about these romantic connections they keep making, about the person or the guy that they keep going back to and keep reliving the same story over and over again, okay? And these are friends, not to necessarily leave them behind, but they are stuck in their own old patterns, old ways that they should have outgrown maybe a while ago. And you are the one that's the more conscious one, okay? And that is your own conscious decision, whatever you want to do with that. Maybe you are someone who has that friend that kind of overpowers you and overshadows you and kind of indirectly kind of puts you in the corner, okay? And you're kind of like their sidekick, okay? This is your invitation to claim the spotlight. This is your time to take up space and take that spotlight, be the center of attention for once, okay? But the collective I'm channeling this message for, you're not trying to achieve all these things because of the superficial benefits that it comes with, okay? That you have a lot of eyes on you and things like this. I feel like there's more to your aspirations and being an online creator. If that's what you want to do, there's more to this than what meets the eye here is what I'm channeling here. We have organized for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. And yes, we're going to be diving into this in today's video as well. And what we have also here, employment change. There's a lot of you out here that's definitely have this overdue of a big major change and in terms of your finances, your career, okay, which can seem intimidating to say the least. We have here your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. And last card here I want to pull, we have deservingness, okay? You are a beloved child of God. Like everyone else, you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. And you are truly, truly amazing, okay? You shrink yourself, okay? You are trying to contain your muchness, your vastness, okay? And there is so much more to you than meets the eye, and that's exactly what makes you special, okay? You are deserving of good things. You are not meant to be overlooked. You are not meant to settle for less. Believe me when I say that, okay? Some of you may also have blocks when it comes to making money. We have here, face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of failure or success, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. There is almost nothing you can possibly experience that has never been experienced before, okay? You are special, but you're not that special, okay? Keep that in mind. It is safe for you to receive, okay? The thing about manifesting, you need to be open, you need to be receptive. Those who are tremendously blessed, they are grateful receivers, okay? They do not turn down opportunities, they do not turn down or ignore maybe business inquiries, certain communications coming in. Maybe they are not ignoring, striking a conversation with a person who they've never met before that could possibly open doors for you, okay, unknowingly. We have here, the more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Yes. We have here also, sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. There is a certain belief that my mom used to tell me that there is somehow some sort of nobility in hardship, okay, and suffering and sacrificing. And it's these self-limiting stories and narratives and beliefs that's holding you back when you internalize it into your subconsciousness. It's literally holding you back from the expansionness, the most abundant timeline there could be for you, okay? A lot of people may get it wrong. Okay? Those who are jealous of seeing other people win, the thing about success and the thing about winning in life in general, someone winning and someone up-leveling, upgrading does not take away from your own chance of up-leveling and upgrading, so on and so forth, okay? When we see people who are envious, people who are jealous, okay, that kind of takes away their power because they are definitely reminded of what they could have, of who could they be, okay, of the places that they could also be, okay, and things like this, okay? Let this be your personal invitation to pivot whenever it is that you feel some sort of jealousy, some sort of envy, especially when we see these online creators, those who have the biggest brands, like most especially like the Kardashians and things like that. There's a lot of haters out there, okay, that the internet is weird. What else can I say? Okay. We have dreams of abundance. This card keeps staring at me. As you sleep, God, your angels, your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your dreams into reality. Yes, you are someone who are receiving downloads and intuitive nudges and inklings about this possibility, okay? Maybe in an alternate universe, okay? Spider-Verse, okay? You are already living in this timeline, okay? And the future is waiting on you actually to make this conscious decision, to make this huge leaps and huge initiatives, to be the catalyst for such significant growth yet, okay? And let's see what else we have here. You are good enough, okay? You do not need evidence, okay, to support the idea that you are deserving, you are worthy, you are a powerful attractor, creator, okay, of a thriving business that allows you to have multiple streams of income, okay, whether that be online or offline, that you are deserving of recognition, a very major public recognition, okay, for the light that you already emit and radiate onto this world, okay? We have here also the end of a tough cycle approaches, that whatever liminal space that you're in at this period of time in your life, it is coming to an end. Maybe you need to affirm that also, whatever uncertainty and time of instability that you are in this lifetime, it's coming to an end. you are making the conscious decision that is coming to an end, okay? And we have here also a win-win outcome is forecast, okay? This is a time that you are winning. You are entering the season in your life where you are gonna be winning. This is gonna be your biggest comeback yet. Believe it, okay? And you will surely do. We have trust, okay? This journey, okay, of manifesting a new future, manifesting a new timeline, will not be a straightforward journey, okay? Let that be clear to you right now. You will have good days and you will have other days that you're kind of being pulled back into your old habits and old patterns and basically being dragged back to the past, okay? But as long as you have the intention, okay, and all these systems in place to remind you of this new timeline that you're consciously moving forward to, then that's really all you need, okay? You need to trust in yourself, okay, that you will always pivot, that you will always innovate your way out of any confusion, misunderstanding, or setback, okay? We have new beginnings, yes. Oh my gosh, that perfectly lines up actually. Next to the end of a life cycle approaches, there is a new chapter unfolding before you, okay? And you need to believe it to see it, okay? We have here also security. More than likely, this new change in your life will definitely be a portal, okay, for that financial security, but not just financial security, okay, but even time security. You will become someone who has leverage, not only money, but even time, okay, and you will get to spend your daily life doing the things that you get to do with your loved ones the most, okay? And we have adventures, okay? So many doors and so many pathways will be opening up to you. You will be creating some of the most memorable memories, okay, that you will always cherish, okay, when you look back in your life. And we have community. Believe it or not, you will be surrounded by the people that you love, that genuinely want to see you win, okay, that are very, very conducive to empower you and uplift you in the best way possible, and even push you to get to that next level, get to that upgrade, okay, that up leveling in your life, okay? And the next cards here, we have openness, miracle, and freedom. Actually, these are the 3 cards. That was one of my recent videos. This was actually the thumbnail. Tying back to that video, this is like a continuation of some sort, but more synchronicities, okay? More signs for you that you are in the right place at the right time. And the time is now, okay? You just need to be open to this possibility, this miracle, and okay, and from that openness and receptivity, this will come, okay, which is your freedom, your financial freedom, your time freedom, and even your spiritual liberation, okay, from freeing yourself from this matrix, okay, this system, okay. The Lionsgate portal is the most potent astrological event to manifest your wildest, boldest, most expansive timeline into reality. In this portion of the video, I'm going to be explaining to you step by step how to manifest using this 888 portal using clear examples. Let's get started. First, let's set the ambience. Definitely set up the alone time, appointed time actually, where you have 0 distractions. Maybe even light a candle, put on frequency music from YouTube, and set the vibe, set the mood. Have your favorite drink in hand, okay? So the first portion of this journaling prompts, we have clear and prepare. Write down what is holding you back, okay? Write down exactly what old patterns, what fears, what stories and narratives that is weighing you down. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be some big childhood trauma dump necessarily, but it could be perhaps the friend group that you're hanging out with the most that's not quite conducive to your success, maybe inner fears of being seen as too much, especially if you're an aspiring online creator, maybe needing to over-explain, needing to be validated or acknowledged, and letting go of old habits, okay, like perfectionism, which is another form of procrastination, laziness, and this could also be blocks about making money and your capacity to hold great wealth. And number 2, ground in gratitude. List things that you already have and appreciate to open your mind to abundance. List 8 things in the present time and 8 things in the future. For example, I am thankful to have the courage to take bold, inspired actions that have become the catalyst for significant growth. I'm thankful I didn't let my fears dim my own light and shrink back and instead shine brighter anyway. I'm thankful that I don't care for negative feedback and hate that may come my way as I make this huge transition in my career. And I'm thankful to be surrounded by my own vibe tribe who genuinely want to support me, empower me, and want to see me win. And the next portion of this writing journaling prompt, write down your 8 core wishes, and most importantly, visualize living it, having it already accomplished, and feel the feelings. So visualize this through a meditation, okay, for at least 8 minutes, and set a timer, okay? And you can also build this manifestation technique into your daily routine, okay? But first, writing your wishes, write the language specifically as I attract 8 million followers, or I am worthy and deserving of 8 million followers. I'm a powerful magnet to 8 million followers, okay? And the next portion of this routine, so the next portion of this is called Take Aligned Actions. How can you set up a daily reminder of this new future you want to manifest, okay? This could be setting up a new phone wallpaper, okay, onto your lock screen, onto your phone background, okay? Some people edit a special image on Canva that they can curate, even taking things from Pinterest. This could be a physical vision board or a digital vision board that you can keep looking at every single day. This can also be daily journaling, whatever you want to decide. And second thing here, how can you cultivate and garden your mind? Because you need to upgrade your mind, okay? Your subconsciousness is running the way that you've been living your life, which is the program, okay? So how can you upgrade your program, okay? How can you upgrade your subconscious mind? This can be listening to podcasts, watch content of coaches and mentors. This could be reading self-help books. I know we've always heard this over and over again, but these are not common practice. But let's take it a tad deeper into here. How can you train your subconscious mind, okay? That is the more important thing. This could be daily affirmations, okay? This could be subliminal tracks. This could be manifestation journaling. This could be guided meditations, all of which are freely available on YouTube for free, okay? But the main thing that you need to really remember here, that this mental muscle is a skill set, okay? And just like any new skill set that you introduce into your life, okay, into really yourself, you may not get it right away. But this desire to win and building that mental muscle to win is a skill set that can be adapted. It can be developed, okay? How do you build self-confidence? That is first following through your word, your intentions. What does your weekly schedule look like? What does your daily schedule look like? And speaking of skill set, depending what you want to achieve, you may even have to purchase online courses from business coaches and etc., etc. And the next portion of this video is making a concrete plan. This could be purchasing a daily, weekly planner. You need to be so crystal clear that there's no room for confusion, okay? Because when there's confusion, it's just more time delayed. It's more time spent procrastinating, okay? Maybe even time block, literally list your day, your week, down to the last minute, okay? And set up a workstation at home, okay? And lastly, we have here, trust the process. This journey will not be a straight line. Practice the art of detachment. There will be good and bad days, okay? Not all your efforts will be acknowledged, unfortunately, and that's okay. Keep going anyway. Start before you're ready. There is no such thing as the right time. You cannot control the outcome or results, but what you can control is the quality of your output, the quality of your production, which starts with your input, your mindset. Remember that whatever inkling you have, aspirations you have, that there's something more. This possibility is already yours. The future is waiting for you to decide. And that will be the end of today's message. If you like this, please give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what resonated with you the most, and have a good one. Bye.